Jess, this explosion was huge, and you can see this is what was left over. The whole area pretty much charred. Now, there's a hole right in the middle of that battery, and part of it flew several feet across the street, landing right over there.
It was a huge explosion. It scared us to death.
Sky 5 giving you a look from above a day after that explosion. The Enid News and Eagle sharing these pictures from the ground. And you can see what fire crews were dealing with right after the massive fire and explosion here at this tank battery site on Flynn Road. The outcome was deadly. The tank fire alone was tough to fight, but the vehicle on fire was just as bad.
It was hot enough that the vehicle itself the frame was so hot that it was glowing red. We couldn't hardly get it put out at all.
And we were just able to confirm with the medical examiner's office that the victim was Keith Millisek. They did say he isn't affiliated with the company that owns the site.
Not being affiliated with an oil company like he was an individual, he's a farmer.
For now, why the victim was here remains a mystery. Reporting near Waukomis, Mecca Rain, KOCO 5 News.
A suspected killer arrested this afternoon. Police announced that this man, Anthony Millen, was taken to jail. Now, he's accused of shooting and killing a 23-year-old outside of an Edmond Brahms on Tuesday. KOCO's Jonathan Cooper was there when they brought him in, and he joins us now live with the details. Jonathan?
Jess, it was around this time 2 days ago when the shooting happened in this parking lot. Tonight, we're getting our very first look at the suspect.
Anything you want to say to his family?
33-year-old Anthony Millen telling us he didn't do it as he was let out of the Edmond Police Department this afternoon. The Oklahoma City man is accused of killing 23-year-old Christian Chansey on Tuesday night outside of a fast food restaurant near I-35 and 15th Street.
It's right along I-35, and it's a place where a lot of people go in and out of.
Police say they arrested Millen today after questioning him all night. Police believe he shot Chansey inside of his car during a drug deal in the parking lot.
The victim was in the driver's side. Our suspect was in the passenger side, shot the victim 3 times.
Police say witnesses who described damage to the car eventually led officers to find Millen, who was at an apartment complex in northwest Oklahoma City. Chansey's father told KOCO yesterday he's living an awful nightmare.
I wanted to go to sleep and wake up and have it not happen. My worst thing is thinking about him dying alone.
And we checked, and Millen does not have a criminal record here in Oklahoma. He's currently in the Oklahoma County Jail. Reporting live tonight in Edmond, Jonathan Cooper, KOCO 5 News.
Jonathan, thank you. Want to update some breaking news. The FBI looking for the man who held up the MidFirst Bank near I-240 in Penn. Police tell us the man robbed the bank, then ran out the front door. Right now, we're still waiting on the FBI to send us pictures of the suspect, but they tell us the man never showed a gun. Also happening now, Oklahoma City police tonight looking for a man targeting a Southwest Side business. Police tell us he stole a truck from a business near 29th and MacArthur. Now, you don't get a great look at his face, but if you have any information, if you know who he is, police do want to talk to you.
The flu has claimed another life. A 6th person has died this season. All but one of the deaths has been a person over 65. There is some good news. The number of cases appears to have peaked for this year, with a sharp drop in the number of people hospitalized by the virus this week.
New details on alleged sexual harassment inside the state capitol. Tonight, another woman coming forward, and now state Democrats calling for the Attorney General to step in. They want to know if the secret meetings are violating laws to make sure that you know what's going on. Coming up tonight at 10 o'clock, the new push to make sure lawmakers aren't keeping information from you. A neighborhood swarmed, one person arrested as part of a drug sting near Northwest 112th and Council. Deputies say they were able to detain and question 6 people. So far, they have only one that they've taken in, a woman who lives at the home, taking her into jail. Deputies tell us this is part of an ongoing investigation, and they'll release more information once that's complete.
Defining distracted driving, an Oklahoma lawmaker now working to make you put down the phone, and it already has the support of some Oklahomans.
There's no reason for it. I mean, there's no fun.
The bill by Senator J.J. Dossett would add everything except talking on the phone to our state's distracted driving law. The plan also increases the fine in construction and school zones. Another bill in the Senate would require a hands-free device to use your phone at all.
More students. Our state's public schools now teaching more kids. And 6 of our state's 10 largest districts are right here in the metro. Those districts having a hard time keeping teachers.
We just lost a teacher to a job in a correctional facility.
State Senator David Hold officially filing his plan to better pay teachers. He's calling for a $10,000 pay raise, as well as exempting teachers from the state income tax. 2 other plans call for a phased-in $6,000 pay raise and a $5,000 raise.
Off the road, into a house. Check it out. Damage to this home. Bricks knocked down. You can even see the tread marks that are just outside that home through all of that damage. In a police report, the driver, Joseph Cole, said he was huffing air duster before that accident happened. Tonight, the homeowner thankful nobody was home, but the damage is extensive.
Went through the brick wall into the master bedroom, and then there was a wall that divided the master bedroom with the guest room next to it.
Tonight, Cole faces charges of driving under the influence.
Heated hearings a day after going before a Senate panel. Our Attorney General Scott Pruitt facing an uphill battle to confirmation. Independent Maine Senator Angus King saying he will not vote for Pruitt's confirmation as EPA administrator. Bernie Sanders told Pruitt the same thing after a heated exchange over our state's earthquakes.
Pipeline pushed back. Protesters and different groups worried about new planned pipelines. Well, tonight, the Oklahoma Oil and Gas Association is speaking out. They are calling the pipelines crucial to our economy. Here's KOCO's Crystal Price.
If you take a look at this map here, this is Oklahoma, and all of these blue lines are the pipelines in our state. Now, while some argue that they could cause harm to our environment, the Oil and Gas Association says that simply isn't so. As our state starts to see an oil boom in some areas, experts say the need also comes to construct new pipelines to transport the oil to refineries. But as KOCO 5 has previously reported, it's drawn criticism from local advocates who argue that these pipelines could potentially harm the environment.
Moving oil and gas products by pipeline is by far the safest, most environmentally responsible method of delivery.
But Chad Warmington, president of the Oklahoma Oil and Gas Association, says it's much safer than transporting oil through truck and train. And he says the government has doubled the number of pipeline inspectors. And at a time where the state is facing an almost $900 million budget shortfall, he says our state needs to transport as much oil as possible to help boost the economy.
That's good for roads and bridges. That's good for all the social services that need the tax dollars that we generate. Pipelines play a critical role in making sure that continues.
Crystal Price, KOCO 5 News.
A traffic alert if you travel down Edmond Road. City crews will be shutting down one westbound lane near Broadway for 2 hours early tomorrow morning. If you travel that area, you should expect delays.
Caught on camera, bandits breaking into storage units, the theft deterrent that could keep these thieves at bay.
Back to prison, a convicted rapist behind bars. Tonight, Waya Group is now saying that the sentence is not strong enough.
A helping hand, deputies getting much needed gear, the life-saving gift for an Oklahoma police department. And if you have a story, call us or connect with us on social media. The number to the newsroom is 475-5555, and just look us up under KOCO on Facebook and Twitter.
Live, local, late breaking. This is KOCO 5 News at 6 with Jessica Shambach, Paul Folger, and Chief Meteorologist Damon Lane.
Back to prison. A 20-year-old convicted of raping a Norman student will spend a year in prison. Tristan Kilman Hardin sentenced after showing up near Norman North, but the sentence not good enough for a Norman group.
This is not somebody that is going to stop doing this. We're going to be back here year after year with this guy.
Hardin has 10 days to decide if he's going to appeal this latest conviction. He still has to register as a sex offender, but once he's out, he'll have about 7 years left on his probation.
State investigators are looking into a deadly officer-involved shooting. The shooting happened last night in the town of Watts. That's right near the Arkansas border. Investigators say the man raised a pipe toward the officers. That's when they opened fire. It will be up to the district attorney to decide if the shooting was justified.
Next, caught on camera but not caught off guard. The bold burglars who didn't even let the threat of the law keep them away.
And it's about to feel a lot more like spring than winter. Coming up, the temperatures that will make you want to get outside.
Storage unit bandits, a trio of thieves after your stuff in storage. The entire thing caught on camera, getting away with thousands of dollars in stolen goods.
KOCO's Mecca Rain has more on these brazen thieves.
Yeah, Paul and Jess, talk about a bold move. Those crooks broke into a couple storage units there, and it's right next door here to a building being used by the sheriff's office. They may be caught on camera, but they're not caught off guard. In fact, they know it, giving the middle finger to the camera before doing the job they came for.
So obviously they're well aware that there's cameras there.
Saying that's also the reason they're pretty much covered from head to toe. One even turning his back a bit, walking by.
They're trying to hide from the cameras, at least not show their faces.
But the camera does show their actions.
They broke into at least 8 different storage units, rummaged through.
After finding small stuff, the Oklahoma County Sheriff's Office says they went after more expensive items, making 2 trips to do it.
The video comes on about 2.5 hours later. The vehicles come back.
Couches and an ATV believed to be in the big trailers they're leaving with. Those are stolen too, along with that flatbed. Mecca Rain, KOCO 5 News.
Wow, got a lot of stuff. The sheriff's office tells us they think the crooks used bolt cutters and even their trucks to get into that storage facility.
Getting some new gear, and Oklahoma County Sheriff's Office getting new bulletproof vests, and that's giving deputies a big lift.
Oh, I'm excited. And it's a good feeling to know that we have good equipment coming.
In all, Love County deputies are using a $10,000 donation from the Masonic Lodge to buy vests, new dash cameras, body cameras, and uniforms. The sheriff says he hopes to get the vests within the month.
Thousands of Oklahomans still in the dark from the ice storm, most of those impacted in northwest Oklahoma. It could be weeks before everyone has their power back. Well, tonight we're getting a better idea of the scope of the damage. The Northwest Electric Cooperatives say that they had 4,000 poles that went down in that storm, about $10 million in damage just to their system alone.
Now, your first alert forecast, certified most accurate.
Yeah, last week it was certainly all about winter. Now it's a lot more like spring. Temperatures really beginning to climb, and the type of weather moving in that you're going to want to stay outside a little bit longer. You know what? The good news is that now that we're getting back into the later part of January, we have now added 20 minutes of daylight since the very beginning of winter, which was almost a month ago. So the days are getting a little bit longer. You probably noticed that as you're going home from work in the afternoon, it's not nearly as dark as it was even a couple days ago. So we're adding about a minute and a half of daylight to every single day, but our days are really beginning to lengthen. We're going to do that all the way to the 3rd week of June. Right now, 53 degrees outside. Our average high temperature is 50. So here it is, 617, and temperature still running above average, and it's going to stay that way, especially going into tomorrow. So lows across state tonight. It's still a chilly one, 37 in Oklahoma City, 36 in Clinton, 37 in Woodward. A couple areas getting down into the 40s. And just like this morning, we're going to see some fog out there early tomorrow morning, a little bit here, a little bit there. It's not going to be widespread, but just know that you will be dealing with some of that out the door tomorrow morning. It's not going to be there by noon. We're at 55 degrees by 12 o'clock, and then look where we are by 5 o'clock. 64 degrees. 64 degrees at 5 o'clock in the middle of January. Yeah, you certainly want to get outside for that, especially after hitting a high temperature. Here we go. Oklahoma City tomorrow, a gorgeous day. 69 degrees for a high temperature. Let's just call it close to 70, right? 66 on the campus of OSU, 68 degrees in Seminole, 66 for a high in Clinton. Our average is 50 degrees. So yeah, certainly tomorrow looking pretty nice. Going into Saturday and Sunday, as we've been talking about for a couple of days now, the chance for rain will make a comeback, mainly north of I-40 here. 40% chance of rain from Oklahoma City, Stillwater, Enid, Ponca City, Woodward, a little bit lower as you head down across southern Oklahoma. So your 5 plus 5 day forecast going out the next 10 days. Tomorrow we're at 69 degrees. You want to get outside and enjoy tomorrow, right? Even as we go into Saturday, we're at 65 degrees. That's not too bad, right? But yeah, these rain chances, let's hope that these don't at least ruin any of your outdoor plans. And you know what? They shouldn't, because the rain doesn't move in to Norman until 8 o'clock at night. More 8 o'clock. Edmond comes in at 8 o'clock. Stillwater comes in at 10 o'clock. Now, Woodward comes in a little bit earlier, but you see what's happening here. For just about all of us, the rain will not move in until well after sunset. So all your daytime hours, everything's looking A-OK. How about Sunday here? We still have a 40% chance of rain as we go into Sunday. So where's the rain going to be as you wake up early in the morning? Well, the projected radar at 7 a.m. shows the rain in eastern Oklahoma. So even pretty much a majority of the daylight hours on Sunday, everything is looking just fine. Most of the rain comes in during the overnight Saturday and in the early Sunday. But this is why you want to enjoy the weather that we have over the next couple of days, because we're in the mid to upper 60s. Going into next week, we start to see things beginning to cool down, and you will see temperatures going from near 70 for a high tomorrow to barely getting out of the 40s as we go into the middle to second half of next week. So a little bit of a spring preview as we go into the next 2 days, but also Mother Nature is here to remind us that winter, it's still here. We're only like 1 month into the winter season.
That's true.
So we still got to deal with it, and we're going to get back to winter next week.
Can't wait till tomorrow.
At least there's still sunny days ahead.
Oh, I know.
You know?
It's out. Yeah. Hey, adding 20 minutes of daylight, that's a big deal.
Yeah.
And as we go towards the